I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan ball club entering play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first pick of the second round back in 2001, and that's the veteran Drew Brees.
Well, we've had that bittersweet week of the NFL season, haven't we? The last week of the regular season, week 17. Come on, Brandon. Can he win the MVP? Can he do it here in this last game?
Well, he's got to make a strong impression here in the final week. It's an interesting race. My MVP ballot is at the top of my email right now, and I'm not voting until we've seen all the games here today.
I like that. I respect a man that waits until the season is over, doesn't turn it in early. I think if he has a big game here and gets a little bit of help, maybe the other guys don't play as well, he's got a great shot.
From the gun, a give to Davis. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And we look now at the offense for Indianapolis.
Ryan Kelly's a great example of how valuable the centers have become in the NFL. A former first-round pick, he was plugged in immediately to be a starter to handle big nose tackles as well as blitzing linebackers, and also able to move and get out into the run game and get to the second and third level and deliver blocks.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
To throw is Brees. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up second down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Now Brees on 3rd down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. This is Hines. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Breeze to throw. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native, Oregon Duck product. Of course, that's Marcus Mariota.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And Walker has it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And we roll now on the graphics for the offensive starters.
Let's take a look at the left tackle, Taylor Lewan. A big, gregarious guy with great athletic ability. Plays the game with a little bit of an edge. In fact, he doesn't play to the whistle. He plays to the echo of the whistle.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Again, it's Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On play action, Mariota. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now Mariota, and that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Breeze now to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Underneath to Davis. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
I know he ain't got it.
Mariota on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now Delaney Walker and the rest of his offense heading back out there for the drive. And we peek at some of his work from this game where he's nearing 100 yards.
And haven't we gotten pretty close in this game nowadays in the NFL to almost taking labels off of the tight end position? These guys now can be the #1 option in an offense, and that never used to be the case. So now how do you even match up with them? Cornerback, safety, linebacker, all 3 will have deficiencies against the best tight ends in the game.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota, and complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Kwiatkowski in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one a first down pickup of 8. A first down carry for Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
95, 56, 95, 56. Line's 54.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Hines. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the delay, here's Hines. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, now Breeze. He's got Jack Doyle and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Vinatieri now for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now this one complete to Corey Davis, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Mariota now. Pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is McNichols. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On the run, it's McNichols. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. He gets nothing on back-to-back runs, so now you're dealing with a 3rd and 10 and probably a passing play.
I would agree with that, and I would highly suggest to the play caller, check a different part of that section on your play sheet because his first 2 runs didn't help you at all. Find someone else who can touch the ball and maybe move it downfield.
Mariota to throw it. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Here we go.
23 yards, the final tally. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mariota again.
Keep it up.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Throwing, Mariota. Hard throw, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The kick by Maher is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
I got it.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Breeze. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. On 1st down, it's Hines. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Here's Breeze to throw. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. Funchess has it complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Colts 13 yards at a 1st down. Breeze to throw again. Middle of the field to the tight end Doyle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. To throw, it's Breeze. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Again, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing is Mariota, and a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. On 2nd and 10. Brees, catch made here by Campbell.
Holding, offense.
So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
We play to win.
Automatic first down.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Shotgun now for Brees. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our halftime report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was the right arm of Drew Brees that led the way in the first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Mariota on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll bring up second down. Now it's McNichols. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Here's McNichols. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Mariota. And he fires one incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Mariota now. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will tie things at 20 all. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a Tennessee score. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Draw play. This is Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now on 2nd and 16, Breeze. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the draw, this is Davis. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Now they try the right side here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota, and he'll hit his tight end, Walker. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And Walker has it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So it's another field goal, his 3rd of the game. Maybe not exactly what you're looking for, but does bring him level now.
I like how you put that in there that brings them level, right? Because if you're talking about kicking, bringing that soccer analogy in, I love that one. I love that one a lot. You don't want to go for it on 4th down and come away with nothing, right? Go ahead and kick the ball. Make sure you get some points. Even if it's a safe call, I think it's the right call.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56. Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. He's got Jack Doyle. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Check. Lucky.
Breeze now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Breeze. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Breeze now to throw. And that is incomplete here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Davis now. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
In the backfield, standing alone here on 2nd and goal is Davis. Now Breeze. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing, Mariota. It's caught by Davis. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mariota's throw caught by Brown, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 32-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Mariota to throw it. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Delaney Walker now getting set to go again. And partner, the defense, they were keyed in on him early, but his talent shining through as of late.
I like what you said about keyed in because it all started in their first meeting of game planning for this game, where they went over things with their team and said, all right, this is the guy we have to take out of the game. Make sure you get enough coverage on him, all the different defenses. Sometimes you run everything you've got in the first half, and they adjust in the second half and start to play better.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw, Mariota. And this one's incomplete. The H-back, Ryan Hewitt, the intended receiver. And it's second down. On second down, Mariota again. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try and go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Mariota now to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They run again with McNichols. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's third down and inches. Third and short yardage. Mariota to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Get ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 31, Breeze. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Breeze. And he's got his man Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Going the other way.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Out come the Titans now. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Drew Brees in the offense. Down by a field goal. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. So their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Breeze. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Catch made here by Campbell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
A drive there of just 4 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So now the focus is all on the Titans offense. Trailing by 4, 57 seconds to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Pick, baby. Ready. Yellow lady. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, come on, now. Come on, now. Ready, take.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're almost.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it. and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Colts, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.